Welcome, milady. There is a young maiden here who would speak with you. Miss, the adventurer has arrived.
Ah, here she is, the liberator of both Doma and Alamigo in the flesh. I am Lina Murila, correspondent for The Raven. You may recognize me from my expose on the secret lives of the homunculi. Homunculi? Really? But enough small talk. It's not for nothing, and I've been standing here since yesterday morning on the off chance you'd pass by. I'm here because... Actually, it's best you heard it from Alma.
Alma?
I am but an observer.
Alma?
Alma, come! I've found her! Please, I beg of you, find my father. You are his only hope. It's all right, Alma. We are attracting unwanted attention. Might I suggest a change of venue? We will await you before the Prima Vista. The theater barge has a berth at the airship landing.
I'm amused. Found you. I like how she waves at me.
As I said before, I think it better we continue this conversation in the privacy of the young lady's barge. It's not that I don't trust anyone here, it's simply that I don't trust anyone here. Gate guard Minagumo has been instructed to look out for you. In future, speak with him when you wish to gain admission to the docks. Thank you for coming, Zordia. You're probably wondering why I've summoned you to an airship, and a Garlean one at that. Allow me to explain on the shuttle.
Oh, this is so cool. This is cool. Wait, what are they doing over here? Oh, look at this outfit. This is pretty. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. Okay. Sorry. Sorry, I got distracted by the dancing.
The Prima Vista serves as both stage and home to the majestic Imperial Theater Company.
Yo, the Prima Vista!
You can keep the dirk in your drawers. No one here is a member of the Imperial Army, nor are there any spies within the troop. At least, no known spies. Ask anyone and they will readily attest the majestic Imperial Theater Company are the finest practitioners of the dramatic arts to be found anywhere on the 3 great continents and beyond. They have admirers throughout the Empire and its territories, and even boast a sizable following in Gridania, hence my assignment to their story. It is a little-known fact outside Garlemald at least, that the late Emperor was a devoted patron of the arts who supports various theater troupes to the tune of much coin. Indeed, Solus was so enamored of the majestic players that he ordered the construction of this very airship, that the troupe might perform in every corner of the empire. When his grandson took the throne, however, everything changed, when the Fire Nation attacked. Now all the theater troupes, domestic and foreign, must submit their works for approval by the Central Imperial Board of Censors. If a play is deemed vulgar or inflammatory, it is banned and the troupe denied their writs of transit. The worst offenders, well, they are never heard from again. This policy has effectively left playwrights with one of 2 options: compromise their creative integrity to curry favor with his radiance, or put down their quills altogether. The principal of the Majestic, however, chose a 3rd option to express his disapproval for the new emperor's policies obliquely in ostensibly unpolitical works. Pray forgive me for my earlier outburst. I am Alma Bas Lexentail, a daughter of the principal Yanomis Sen Lexental.
I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that, really wrong.
Mayhap you have heard of my father's latest play,
The Zodiac Brave story?
Yo. On the surface, it is an innocent retelling of a well-known Garlean fairy tale, hardly worthy of the censor's attention, but beneath it is something quite different. A fact the censors failed to spot when they approved the manuscript for public performance. The play quickly became a huge success. The common folk loved its fantastical story, while the learned classes appreciated its true message. By the time the Imperial Board of Censors realized their mistake, it was too late. No longer in a position to prohibit the performance outright without admitting fault, they took aim at the company's purse strings instead. Before long, noble patrons began to withdraw their support, appearing to be associated with the troupe, and by the end, even the learned felt compelled to feign ignorance. By bleeding the majestic of their funding, the censors robbed them of their voice.
Rude. Politics, man.
And none of this has made it any clearer as to why you're here, right? Allow me...
Sid?
Allow me, Lena.
Hey, Sid, what? Why are you here? Sid?
I've known Jeromus since we were students at the Magitech Academy. When I heard his daughter was in Kugalene, looking to enlist the aid of an adventurer, I felt compelled to give her your name. Sorry for not announcing myself sooner, old friend. Jeromus and I were from different worlds, but that only served to fuel our friendship. Many were the nights we would prattle on into the wee small hours, warm flagons of peated ale numbing our minds to the others' naive ideologies. Yet no matter where our conversation began, it would invariably end with him telling me how he was going to change the Empire from the inside out. The troupe was to be his path into the people's hearts. Even after the Empire forced him from his home, Jeromus never gave up hope that his work might change the world.
Like the Avatar.
Art will ever strain against artificial bounds and borders, man-made walls and misguided wars. It is in such times of uncertainty that we must needs embrace our calling and take to the skies so others might do the same. What I am trying to say, rather poorly I concede, is that not all Garleans are hewn from the same stone. Just as there are those who pledge their lives to the Empire, and would never think to question the authority of its leaders, there are those like Alma's father and myself whose love for their country does not blind them to its flaws. Still, try selling that sack of sunflower to an Alamegan or a Doman who has watched his family consumed in the flames of a Magitech Reaper. How many Eorzean adventurers do you think would leap at the opportunity to help an Imperial search for her missing father, and in Garlean territory no less? But you are different. You have seen enough to know that the line between good and evil is not defined by race, color, or creed. So what say you?
I never turn my back on a damsel in distress. I would make a poor adventurer. Adventurer were I to shy from adventure. There we go.
Indeed. Now that you understand the nature of the task, perhaps Alma could provide some insight as to where we might begin our search. Shortly before my father disappeared, he began work on his next play, a successor to the Zodiac Brave story. But I am getting ahead of myself. Please follow me. Through adventure and hardship, young Delita, a boy of common blood, becomes a hero, culminating in the birth of the mythical kingdom of Ivalice.
Whoa, they say exactly that.
But that is where the story ends. There are no records of anything that follows. Was Principal Jeromus simply going to invent something? Father believed that he had discovered evidence of a second hero, one whose efforts went largely unnoticed, but without whom Delita would never have risen to the throne. His was the next tale he wanted to tell, the true Zodiac Brave story. A second hero?
Ramza?
According to my father's studies, this young man was one of Delita's closest friends and confidants. That is, until the untimely passing of Delita's sister forced the two to part ways. Yet the unnamed hero continued to prove aid to his friend by thwarting the machinations of those who would scheme against Delita, thus paving the way for the pauper's rise to regent. You must excuse me, but I've never heard anyone make such claims. How exactly did your father come by this information? That is a long story. One which begins and ends with Jeromus becoming lost in the very legend he sought to lay bare. Even as far back as our academy days, Ivalice had Jeromus firmly in its grasp. He flatly refused to believe the story was just a fairy tale. And so, when he was finally driven out of Garlemald, it was only natural that he should choose this, of all places, as his refuge, was it not, Alma? That is correct, Master Garland. It has long been my father's belief that the ruins of ancient Ivalice lie beyond Nagsha, buried beneath the sands of the Dalmasca Desert? Dalmasca?
Sorry, I'm slightly like, all the references, I'm loving.
Poor Dalmasca. The kingdom prospered in relative isolation for countless generations until the Empire came calling. When not touring, my father would organize expeditions into the Dalmasca Desert to search for proof of Ivalice's existence. Sometimes he would bring back strange artifacts, ancient tomes, and crystals unlike any others. My father called them Auracite.
Auracite?
And claimed they were vital to proving his theories. This is one such crystal. By the 12, it's magnificent! Ivalician legend tells of crystals bequeathed by the gods unto those who would be kings. It is during his quest to gather Auracite that young Delita rises to prominence. I must have heard the tale 1,000 times by my nursemaid, but that is all it ever was, a tale. My father would often tell us how the Auracite spoke to him. At the time, we assumed he was speaking figuratively, and the stone's beauty roused his muse. But then he began to act strangely. How so? Following our arrival here in Hingashi, my father spent most of his time cloistered in his chambers, poring over his past research, and though he was alone, we could hear him in conversation.
Well, that's not creepy at all.
It was not uncommon for my father to recite the lines as he wrote them, but it soon became clear that this was something else. It was as if he was talking to my mother who passed several winters gone. Might this not have been out of mere loneliness, or perhaps the strain of your flight from Garlemald? Possibly, but that would not explain the voices which answered him.
Ramza? Is this Ramza? Is this Why does he look different from what... Wait.
Alma, who are these people? I told you I did not require any help finding father, especially from outsiders.
So Ramza! Wait! Ramza!
So good of you to join us, Ramza. Allow me to introduce... Enough, Master Sid. We may be shunned by the Empire. We are still Garleans, and we still have our pride, unlike some, it seems.
I didn't read the whole thing.
Have you forgotten where you are, brother? It is we who are the foreign rabble. This land and its customs are all but unknown to us. We would be fools to conduct our search without a proven guide. Your sister is right, Ramza. As for my good friend here, your mistrust is ill-placed. I will personally vouch for her character. In all the time I've known her, she has never once let anything as insignificant as race or creed color her judgment. You are lucky to have her.
I'm not used to him not wearing blue. I want him to be in blue.
But we have you, Master Garland. Why do you refuse us? You know why. Until this affair with Omega is resolved, my hands are tied. It pains me to refuse you and your sister, but it pains me far more to leave Yeromis to his fate. I am sorry. You need not apologize. I let my emotions get the better of me. After what happened in Rabanastre? It may be time to admit we're out of our depth. My brother's last expedition met with tragedy in the ruins of the capital city. He barely escaped with his life.
The ruins? Rabanastre's a ruin?
The Empire turned Rabanastre into a death trap. We were a fool to set foot there without a proper escort.
Are we gonna go into Rabanastre?
I realize that now, Master Garland, but at the time I saw an opportunity to rescue our father and I took it. Whatever led you to believe your father was in Dalmasca's capital? My father's fascination with Ivalician legend began with a trip to the antediluvian city long before the war. Call it a premonition, but something tells me that is where he has returned. Now you must excuse me, I need some time to think. Then Alma, I shall leave you and your brother in Zordia's capable hands. She has ever repaid my trust with interest. You would do well to grant her yours. Thank you, Master Garland. We will not forget this kindness.
The music! Oh my gosh, it's It's the... Wait, this is giving me so much nostalgia. Wait. I need to play Tactics again. I need to play Tactics again. Holy crap. This music. Matsuno was involved in the creation of all this? I'm getting chills. Oh my gosh. Of course they would put Ivalice in 14. It's an actual location in 14. Of course they would. This is so cool. This is so cool. This is so cool. Wait. I just wish that his tunic was blue. That's all I ask. I just want his tunic to be blue. Master Garlon seems to think highly of you, so I will withhold judgment until after Dalmasca. We're going to Dalmasca? Why aren't you in a blue? I know you have a blue sash, but can you wear your blue? Can you wear your blue? This needs to be blue. You probably don't remember it because it was ages ago, but Dalmasca is referenced in MSQ scene around level 30. I thought that was just a throwaway thing, Frizz. For some reason, I didn't think it was like... I thought it was like a distant, like you could never go to it sort of thing. Or like there were... That's so cool, Frizz. That's so cool. Maybe it'll become blue later? Maybe. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping, Zero. We're going to Dalmasca? I am Vosh. I am Bosch. This freaking music, man. This music. Dalmasca is nestled in a forgotten corner of the Empire's outermost territories. I do not foresee any trouble from the standing army, but would suggest committing to memory the locations of each of the barge's exits, just in case. I'm dumb. Of course. Of course Ivalice. The Empire. Of course Ivalice would be with... Dalmasca. The Empire. My mind is blown. My mind actually blown. As for the flight itself, the currents above Dalmasca are as wild as the land below. You may want to hold on. He doesn't look like how I imagined him to look. Links between Garleans and the... Yeah! Arcadians! Right, Frizz? Holy crap. Holy crap. This is so cool. This is so cool. And this ship's called Prima Vista. This is so cool. This is so cool. I cannot. This music. This music. We'll complete our we'll complete our descent to Rabanastre in the shuttle. I was like, did they not had? My brain was like, did they not add Ramza? Of course they have Alma. Of course they'd have Ramza. I thought I made myself clear, Alma. The capital is simply too dangerous. Father would never forgive me if I were to lose you trying to rescue him. But she's your healer. Come, we are wasting time. I'm so excited to do these alliance raids. Holy crap. I didn't think it would be like this. I thought it'd be just like... We go to Rabanastre? Wait. According to my father, Rabanastre was already a thriving city some 1,000 years ago. But after performing several private excavations beneath the so-called desert, Sapphire, my father came to the conclusion it was not the first settlement to stand here. Wait, there was another settlement? Then your father believes that Rabanastre sits atop the royal city of Lasalia, capital of Ivalice. But if that's true, it could change history. We would be famous. Famous? Are you sure you don't mean rich? Pah, your kind are all alike. Parasites grown fat on the sweat and suffering of others. Yo, Ramza, relax. Bold words for a boy of but 16 summers. And what, pray tell, have I done to deserve such spite? I only wish to learn the truth behind the disappearance of the Empire's foremost playwright. If that should lead to something bigger, well then, I would be the worst reporter in the realm if I did not pursue it.
Yes, we can argue about this now, or we can return to the Pravista and report to our army of adventurers that it is time to begin the expedition. I humbly suggest the latter. It's the... What are they called? In 12? What are they called? I forgot what... You see, it is as I said, brother. Let them come to us. Banga. How do you pronounce it? Banga? Banga. Banga? I forgot. Banga. Right. I forgot how you pronounce it. Should we kill them now? No, the time is not right. When has that stopped us before? Fool, do you not see that one? Slayer of gods, they call her. Warrior of light. Nah.
Yo, it's Rabanastre. It's Rabanastre. Ooh, okay, so I'll leave this open. We'll do this on Thursday. This music! This music!
These are no ordinary birds. Look at the birds!
Hold on. Ah! I'll try not to die. Ah! Why? Why? What am I attacking? What am I attacking? Hold the phone. Okay, there we go. I'm like, what the heck? Oh, there we go.
You ain't supposed to be here.
This music! Holy crap, I'm loving this. I'm loving it. Oh, they're mimics. Okay. That makes way more sense. Another of the twisted others. This is not going to work. Oh, I just see Ramza over there. That order creation is doomed to descend. What's this? Oh, Hashmal! Yo. Hello. Yo. This is so cool. Oh boy. I didn't see the tower. Sorry. I was like, that couldn't possibly kill me in one go, could it? Totally could. Totally could kill me in one go. Okay, nice to know. What? Oh, we have to attack the command tower? Okay. Ah! Don't die! Why do you resist? I died again! I keep getting killed by these towers! Sorry. I'm so sorry. What the heck? What the? No, I'm staying away from towers. No more towers. No towers. I don't want any more towers. I didn't think it was gonna kill me. I need to not underestimate things. Oh, what the heck? Love that. Yo, this is cool. The waterway? Wait, where am I going? I guess I'm with them. This is so cool. What is this? This is cool! I would love to, like, check out what all of those letterings say later. Whee! These ruins, we are no longer in Rabanastre, my friends. This is Lasalia of Ivalician legend. Wow! Ooh, this is pretty! An entire nation in a bruh. Legit cool. Super cool. Extremely cool. Like, what? What the heck? What the heck? What's that? I don't like this. Move. I got trampled on. What the heck? Oh no, 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 no. I was like, if I go through the middle, I'll die. What is happening? Follow him, watch him. Where is he? Where is he? I can't see him. What the heck is he doing? The lights, it blinds! Yo. To die a good death. Any doubts I had of your participation in this rescue? Ramza, just trust me. You got this. Is that his dad? Who this? Oh shoot! How's Bill? Yo. Okay, cool. Oh, that's cool. Thank you. Who's the what? Oh, shoot. So impressions after one raid? It's a lot. It's cool. It's like dope. It looks amazing, but there's so much happening and so much stimulus, my brain's just like mush. Is this the father? Where am I? Father! Ramza! And the Warrior of Light. Yes, I know you. I had to put something in my mouth as I'm reading this. I'm sorry. But that you should come to my rescue, words fail me. A poor playwright I must seem. Oh shoot! The term you are looking for is thank you. Upon which note I, Bagamnan, bounty hunter, do humbly thank you, Warrior of Light, for delivering me this fine gift. Now hand over the Arasite, unless you wish to see the desert sands turn red. And be quick. Gidjuk here does not have the steadiest of hands. That one! She will bring it to me! Oh boy. Oh? Is he gonna eat it? Yes, this is it! The Duma! And to think we found it so close to Dolba! The Duma of Doma! He didn't appreciate your pun. Dang! Just because he didn't like your pun! Bruh. Harsh. Enough, Bwagi! We would not have our guests think us underbred. You have what you want, you thieving lizards, now unhand him! Of course, Abanga is always true to his word. I will be keeping this, though. What is he taking? I thought he was gonna slit his throat. Father! Where's Balthier? You've only yourselves to blame for this. But if you mislike the thought, you could always blame the gods. Not that they are listening. Get up, fool. We're leaving. Oh, wait, what? I thought he got shot. That was a joke, apparently. Going to be all right. We cannot see to your father's hurts here. Come on. We must get him back to the Prima Vista. Kenomus remains deep in slumber, but his breathing is steady and his fever has subsided. For now, all we can do is wait. I've sent word to Sid. I hope you don't mind. Alma, Ramza, can you ever forgive me? And you, Sid, it was never my intention to put you to such trouble. I am ever in your debt. You would have done the same for me, Enomus. Besides, it was Zorde here who went to all the trouble. If anyone deserves your thanks, it's her. I mean, I died several times, I don't know. He is right. I have done naught to deserve your kindness, yet I am its beneficiary nonetheless. So, if I understand correctly, you're saying Arasite does not work to facilitate the possession of a living host by an icon, as was assumed to be the case with Isael and the Archbishop, but rather absorbs the host's aether, its very soul, and somehow transforms it before returning it to the host's body. If that is the case, our Sharlayan allies will need to be informed immediately. But I suppose the real question here is, did you find what you came looking for? The legend would have us believe that Delita, Harel, the commoner who would be king, was the sole hero of the Zodiac Brave story, but as I have discovered, there was another, two others in fact, siblings whose roles faded from subsequent retellings of the
story, a brother and sister by the names of Ramza and Alma. Then, to prepare for this assignment, I pored over every published work on Ivalician legend I could lay my hands on, and nowhere did I find any mention of these siblings. But I did. I uncovered irrefutable evidence that Delita had a close companion named Ramza, who aided him in his rise to power. This in turn led me to Alma, and that I might never lose sight of the truth, I named my own children after these lost players. Oh, so they're not actually... Okay. I'm sorry, I've never been told... I never told you any of this, Sid, but you must believe me. Ivalice has never been a mere pastime of mine. It is, and forever will be, my calling, my purpose, my family's purpose. Go on. The world knows me as Eunomus Sen Lezen-Tail. These names, man. Yet that is but my stage name. My true name is Arazlam Durai. Countless generations past, it was my ancestor who penned the Durai Papers, an account of Ivalice and the War of the Lions that details what truly occurred during the turbulent era. You're tired, father. Rest. I will continue. Long ago, an orphan by the name of Oran Durai crossed paths with both Ramza and Delita. After Delita's rise to power, Oran found himself in the surface of the pauper become king. Following the War of the Lions, Oran believed the people of Ivalice had a right to know the truth of Ramza's involvement, and set about documenting his deeds. When the church learned of his intent, however, they branded him a heretic and had him burned at the stake. The Durai Papers were never published, and any existing copies were gathered and sealed away in church vaults, the truth about Ivalice along with them. What was so damning that it would drive the church to do such a thing? Oh, he has a cough. The answer to that question can be found in this book, the only surviving transcript of my ancestors' chronicle, copied from an early draft and passed down for untold generations. Forbidden Chronicles, a secret family legacy. Not that I doubt you, miss. But how do you expect to convince people of all this when, well, nigh every soul in the realm believes Ivalice to be nothing but a bedtime story? By proving that it is anything but. And when people see that Ivalice was real, the rest will fall into place. Were it as simple as bringing forth the chronicle and submitting it for review, we would, of course, have done so long ago, but alas, it is not. The Durai Papers, you see, are written in Ivalician, an ancient tongue long extinct. My father, his father, and his father before him labored tirelessly to decipher this tome, but for want of other sources made only fitful progress. A word here, a phrase there. It wasn't until a recent expedition to Rabanastre turned up several well-preserved artifacts that we were able to translate a small portion of the papers. Then the diary stolen by the Banga bounty hunters? I'm afraid so. Everything we had learned of the language was contained in those pages. Then we're back to where we started. Not necessarily. We still have the transcript, as well as some few translated passages, and of course my father's impeccable memory. I have come too far to allow so simple a setback to deter me from my purpose. I will show the world the truth, if it is the last thing I do. It is as Master Garlon said. He is a man obsessed, and I fear Ivalice's grip on him will only grow tighter. Father was fortunate to escape Rabanastre with his life, and already he speaks of continuing his quest. Promise me you'll keep him safe, please.